So 2 years ago, I used to waste hours every single day, and everyone thought I was either autistic or lazy or both because of how much I procrastinated. And now I do more in one morning than I used to do in an entire week of me working. So pay attention to this video, and I'll give you all the knowledge you need to stop being unproductive. We're going to cover flow state limiting, and if you don't know me, my name is Casper. I've run over 8 businesses in the last 5 years. I won my kickboxing fight in just 5 months of training, built a pretty decent physique in going to the gym for just 2 years, and I went to Poland, traveled to Poland with money I made online. So full screen the video, and we'll go through the first lesson, which is about leverage. So remember, it's January 2023, I'm about 18 years old. I remember my hands are like clammy and pink and wet, and the women behind me are all shouting, there's laughter coming from the other room, and I see the waitress, she's coming in, bringing me more plates. It's about to be my 4th hour of washing dishes, and this is my first of like hands-on job doing stuff with my hands, and it's not terrible. I actually kind of enjoyed it at the time, and mainly because I was working at my kickboxing coach's cafe, so I was working for him, and like I wanted to do a good job and like be proud of myself. So I'm washing the dishes as fast as I can. Like I've got this like productivity fucking hack already, where like if I wash the dishes like this and I only use this much water, and like if I squirt the thing like this, I can do it so much faster. And like I'm not drying them, I'm just like letting them dry out by themselves because that's faster for whatever reason. You get the point. It's like I'm already trying to maximize my productivity here. I'm doing quite well. Like I get all the dishes done. There's no complaints, no nothing. So I go home, I take my 50 quid, and a few hours later, I'm back at home and I'm sat at my desk trying to work. But you can probably already tell where this is going. I couldn't work for shit. I was tired, I was brain dead. I was just sat at my desk. I ended up just scrolling on YouTube like I did basically every other day. And that was it. I worked in the morning, I came home, I did fuck all for my business. But as I was going to sleep that night, I remember thinking to myself, like, I'm getting 50 quid a day for this. A dishwasher costs like $1,000. If they invested in a dishwasher, they'd be able to pay it off in literally like a month. They wouldn't need me anymore. The dishes would get done faster and it would all be automatic. At the minute, it cost them like £50, £50 plus like the soap, plus the water, plus all this shit to pay me to do the work. But if they had a dishwasher, they would only have to pay for the soap and water, because after a month, the dishwashers get paid off, right? And what I realized was me doing the dishes was a really high effort task that gave you quite a small return on your investment, like return on your time. It took a lot of effort and energy to wash dishes, and it took a lot of time, like 5 hours a day. But at the end of the day, the dishes were clean. That's the result. The dishes are clean. For a dishwasher, it takes practically zero effort. Like it takes you like 30 seconds to load the dishwasher. So not 5 hours, 30 seconds. And then at the end of the day, the dishes are clean. So you see the difference between like high effort, low return versus like super low effort and still the same kind of return. And that was my first time experiencing leverage. So ask yourself this: what are you doing right now that is, taking up a lot of effort and a lot of time and not really giving you much in return? Because that's what we're going to focus on. So I want you to imagine that you are a race car driver. Your job is to drive the race car for as many laps as possible, as fast as possible, because that's how you're going to get paid. That's your job. Let's just imagine that, right? Okay, so you're a race car driver. You've only got 4 hours worth of driving every single day. You need to drive on a busy racetrack because like other people are fucking drivers as well. And that's how you're going to get paid. You're going to get paid for as many laps as you can do. So what do we need to focus on? We need to focus on the car. Now, what can you do with the car? Like, this is how you're going to get your money, right? The car in this scenario is your business or your work. So for this example, let's imagine like you can drive the car, you can fix the car when something's wrong with it, you can upgrade it, like you can make the engine better, you can fucking, I don't know, put a turbo in it, whatever. Or you can like, I don't know, make it look cooler, right? These are all things you can do with the car. Now let's make this a little bit smaller. So for me, the race car is YouTube. Like my race car is basically YouTube. So for me, what can I do with YouTube? I can make videos, I can script videos, I can make thumbnails, I can make titles, I can go on calls with people that book in through my thingy. Like there's a bunch of different things that I can do, right? Now here's the thing though, the most important thing that I can do is record videos and upload them, right? And the most important thing you can do with a car is drive the car. So we want to maximize for driving the car or recording videos or whatever the most important task that you can do is. So if you still don't understand what I'm talking about, let's use this as an example. So let's imagine that these are little gold coins, so these little thingies over here. And let's imagine that we have 2 machines. So in the first machine, if I put in 1 gold coin, I'm going to get out 10 gold coins, right? So there's 10 gold coins over here. And in the second machine, if I put in 1 gold coin, I only get 2 gold coins. Now, if we want to get as many gold coins as possible, which machine should you use? Probably number 1, because it's got the highest leverage. It's got the high, you put in a little bit of effort, which is 1 gold coin, and you get a bunch of output, which is 10 gold coins. And for you, an example I thought of is, like, imagine a XP grinder in Minecraft. So if you used to play Minecraft, you probably already know what this is. This is an old school grinder which like doesn't use spawners or anything, but it spawns like zombies and skeletons and all this stuff, and they get flowed down, and you can sit down and you can kill them at the bottom as they fall down, right? But if we look at it from the perspective of like, okay, we can make like a zombie grinder or whatever, like the old school shit one, or we can make a new one, which like people are doing right now, which is like an Enderman spawner that like gets you 100 Endermen at the same time, and you can kill those instead because Enderman give you more XP. So this would be the higher leverage machine, right? Because you're still sitting at the bottom of this XP farm, just killing all the mobs, like basically just pressing one button on your mouse, but you're getting more for it because you're killing like higher level mobs, right? And in this case, higher level mobs is just like higher level work, or like I said, recording a YouTube video or driving the fucking car. So this might be a little bit easier to understand. Like I said, if killing Enderman is going to get you more like gold coins because there's they give you more gold coins basically, and then like XP farm gives you less. Same with like YouTube. If I record and upload a video, I'm going to get more views, and like actually shit was going to happen, like blow up my channel because I've released a video. People can only watch me if I have videos for them to watch, or I can like script videos and make thumbnails and all this stuff, and that's basically going to do a lot less for me. And same thing here, like you can either drive the car and go as fast as you can around the lap, around the racetrack, so get more money, or you can repair your car or like upgrade it or do all this shit, and basically nothing's going to happen. And if you want my personal help in figuring out what you should be doing and how to double your productivity, just click the first link in the description, book in 15 minutes with me, and we'll take it from there. So the next question becomes, why is leverage important? Well, it's pretty fucking simple. If you do the highest leverage tasks, which is like the highest, lowest effort but highest return, then you get more money. That's it, very simple. And if you don't want to make more money, then don't watch, because I want to make more money. So that's what I'm going to teach. So we made it pretty clear that we need to drive around the racetrack as fast as possible, as many times as we can, to get the most money. That's our highest leverage task. And like for me, it's make as many YouTube videos as possible, as fast as you can, because that's what's going to make me money, right? For you, it could be whatever. I don't know, it's like, if you're a journalist, then it'll be like, write as many news stories as possible. If you're a copywriter, it's just write as many posts as possible. Or if you're like a fighter, it's just have as many fights as possible and then get noticed, right? So it's pretty simple. So how can we maximize how many laps we do and make the most money? Because as you remember from beforehand, we only have 4 hours of fuel available every single day. And the track is busy sometimes, and sometimes it's quiet. So how do we maximize like the best times to go on the track? How do we get the most money? How can we go as fast as possible? Like, what tricks can we do? And the reason for the 4 hours, by the way, is because when you're a beginner, your brain is only capable of producing like 4 hours of productive work. And I'm just using 4 hours as like an example. Maybe for you it's 3, maybe you're retarded and it's like 2, but it's usually around 3 to 4 to 5 hours of actual genuine productive work. So we want to make sure we're doing the most productive work, which is like driving the car or fucking making YouTube videos, and not doing anything else. Basically, the 4 hours is like your capacity for work. So you remember how back in school, like if you would take the bus or if your parents would drive you home, you'd only have to go like, I don't know, like a mile or 2 to get back home. But it would take fucking ages because you were stuck behind traffic, you're in your car, like your parents were driving slow. It was really, really hard, or it felt like a really, really long time to get back home. But there were other times when, I don't know, like you were driving to the airport at night, it's like 3 a.m, you're driving to the airport, you're in the back of your parents' cars, and you're just like fucking zooming down the motorway. You can probably tell where I'm going with this, but in the morning or at night, when there's no one else around, it's much faster to go as fast as possible because there's no one in your way. And this is the same thing when it's work or when it's like driving a race car. You want to drive on the racetrack when there's no one else there, so you can just go as fast as possible and not be caught up in traffic. It's pretty fucking simple, right? So it's like, imagine this. Would you rather drive on a track like this, where you're just going around this track as fast as you can. There's nothing in your way when it's like 4, 5, 6 a.m. You're basically just alone on the track. Or would you want to be one of these cars, like getting stuck behind each other? You're trying to race, but like this guy's in front of you, and then this guy's like, I don't know, slowing down the corner. And this is like, I don't know, when the track is active and there's more people around. So bringing this back to business and how you can be productive, you need to figure out the times when there's no distractions around you. So it's probably going to be early morning or late at night, and do your highest leverage task then. So let's imagine like we're going to drive the car. We would like to drive the car at 4 or 5 a.m. when there's no one else around, because that's how we're going to be able to go as fast as we can and do as many laps as possible in 4 hours. Now, just a side point on this, for me, recording videos is one of my highest things. So when I'm recording a video, I'm basically like going as fast as I can, but I can't exactly record a video and be loud and talk to the camera at 4 or 5 a.m. So what I actually do is when the house is empty, when there's no one else around, when everyone's gone to work, that's when I'll record my videos. And the reason for that is because there's other work that requires me, that I need to do before I record a video, right? So going back to the example of like a car, if you wanted to like drive a car, sometimes you need to repair the car, you need to upgrade the car, you need to like fucking do all this other stuff. And for me, if I want to record a YouTube video, I need to make the title, I need to make the script, I probably need to make the thumbnail first as well, and then I can record the video. So when everyone is home at like 3, 4, 5, 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m., when there's people in the house, when there's like loud noises outside, when I can't record because the camera would pick it up, that's when I'll do all my other tasks. And I'll make sure I get them out of the way so that when the track becomes empty, when the house is empty, when the road is clear, I can then go as fast as possible and make my YouTube videos, right? So for this example, like when the track is full at like, I don't know, fucking whatever time the track is full, that's when I'm doing repairs, that's when I'm like in the garage, that's when I'm fixing the car, doing all this stuff. Like when people are around, I'll just put on these noise cancelling headphones, I'll script my videos, I'll do all the work stuff that I need to do, and that's like the equivalent of me being in the pits while everyone is racing around and they're all stuck in traffic. So the whole point of this video is to make you understand that you need to do highest leverage tasks, which is either driving a race car or making YouTube videos or like copywriting posts or doing all this stuff. And when you can't do that highest leverage task, you need to make sure you're doing other tasks, which are like supplementary or basically tasks that you need to get done anyway. We do them when like it's busy, when there's people around, where you can't record a video, when the racetrack is full, when you can't go racing. That's when you go to the garage and fix your car, right? And those highest leverage tasks, they should be putting you into like this flow state where you're basically having no thoughts apart from work and basically like either recording a video or just driving around the racetrack. Like you should only be focusing on that thing. That's what flow state is, right? But yeah, that's it. See ya.